483 South Carolina, USA. We've got no conditions and BQRT.
How about you, 483? How about you, 483? 357? 357, Colorado reaching.
357 Colorado. I definitely got a copy on you. You sounded beautiful in the Carolinas this afternoon, Roger.
Yeah, you sounded okay in Colorado yourself. You just sounded awful lonely, so I thought I'd tell you your radio's working.
Well, I appreciate that. Today was my first attempt with FM, and so far it's going fairly well. I would say my first was straight off the bat, 116 Mexico. Didn't have the camera going, duh. So I went and I got the camera and came back. Of course, 116's gone. But hey, lo and behold, I got a gentleman out of Germany. So yeah, that was beautiful. And yeah, that's one thing about FM. It's either there or it's not.
Yeah, this is my first day too. I've only been on for a couple hours. Finally reached down to the FM to see what was happening, and bam, right off I hit Vancouver, then Ontario, then Florida, then northern New York, and then southwestern Mexico.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I've heard mixed emotions on FM, but I hate to say it, back in the 90s, a friend and I tried it, and of course we didn't use squelch because we were used to AM and unsquelched, and needless to say, white noise just blew us out of the room. Said, no, that's not for us. But I don't know. When the first two hits I got was 150 miles south of the U.S. border in Mexico and then Germany. Yeah, I think I'm kind of liking it. And I've got 5 bars on this stingy 2950. I've got 5 out of 7 bars on you over here.
Yeah, I'm just running a little itty bitty Cyro 5/8, nothing much. Striker 955 though, which kind of helps.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'm running the RCI 2950, of course, like I said. And I'm running a 60s vintage high gain CLR2 5/8 wave. And I do have a vintage DNA RDX 75, supposedly CW, but that was, yes, okay. But yeah, a little 100 watts helping me get there. Unfortunately, my Stereo 4-element beam isn't in the game because I had a piece of bad coax and I couldn't keep my antenna down waiting on coax. So yeah, it'll go up later.
Yeah, well, I normally run 5 watts because I have a little trouble with my power supply. I'm strictly solar. Last time I tried to push 100 watts out of one of those 201 R201Ps, I blew the fuses out of my charge controller. And so I've been running 5 watts, but I noticed when I went to F to M, I bounced up to 15 watts, and everything seems fat and happy.
Oh, it's definitely happy without a doubt. Yeah, I'm wanting to migrate over to solar. I am. I've got me a couple 31 series lead acid, which aren't ideal for solar. But hey, it's a start in getting everything migrated over. But yeah, the amp I have is 120, so yeah, that's helping. And they say, going AM to FM, the only difference is the amplifier will run a little bit hotter.
I could see that by looking at my meter. I was wondering why everybody said I was hitting them so hard, since I'm set for 5 watts AM. And I go, why am I hitting them so hard? So I calibrated the meter and put it in, and I'm putting out a solid 15 on FM, which really surprised me.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing about this DNA I have. Um, and one thing I noticed here on my meters, on AM, I'm usually keying about 40, and it swings, 125, 150. And modulation, is just plastering it. But now when I come to FM, my modulation does not register at all in my meter. It's just, it's registering out, in the radio, but my meter is not. It's nothing, and I'm only getting 100 watts flat. It no swing, nothing. It keys 100 and it holds 100.
Hang on, I'll set my modulation, see if it does the same.
I guess maybe with the FM, it's it's modulates different, and the meter I've got is it's old PDC 600. It's probably 25 years old now, and it could probably use going through, but I guess maybe it's not set up for FM. I don't know.
Well, I'm running a new Gozy, and only a couple months old, and I switched the modulation, calibrated, and I just got a fluctuation of the needle, just barely fluctuated.
Roger, yeah, mine bounces as soon as I key, and then it just lays back flat.
Yep, same thing here, so we're running the same.
Oh, that's crazy. It's amazing how doable this is.
Because on AM I run about 110% modulation. It looks like I'm not modulating at all right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying on mine. It just plasters the needle over into the side of the side of the cover. It's unbelievable. So what part of Colorado are you from? Did I lose you? Well, I'm guessing maybe the conditions just dropped out. I hate that happened, but hey, if you can still hear me, I greatly appreciated the QSO. Enjoyed it for sure. 483 South Carolina, UDX, United Delta X-Ray, 483 South Carolina. We're standing by.